records, $5. Round 1, Collingwood versus Hawthorn.
Coming to the G to see my son play footy, you know, I mean, what parent wouldn't think this is a special occasion? You know, but you know, the kid deserves it. He's worked hard. He's you know, he's had some a bumpy time to get where he's got to, and you know, I mean, this is his moment, and I'm so proud of him, and just can't wait to see him get his first touch of the footy. Cheers.
I'm Tim Payne, and I'm here with my daughter Georgia, my son William, my son Charlie, and my wife Michelle, and we're here to watch our boy Jackson play his first game of AFL footy. I got a phone call on Wednesday, and I knew that we were sort of hoping for some news that day, and I got a phone home and spoke to Michelle, and she said, just quietly, don't tell anyone, he's been picked to play. So I immediately told as many people as I could. I was thrilled. It was fantastic news. Yeah.
Hi, my name's Jan Seedsman, and I'm Paul Seedsman's mum, and I'm a very proud mum. I remember taking him to a tour around the MCG when he was a younger kid, and he was out in the middle, and because there was no crowd, and he looked at it, and I said, what were you thinking? He goes, how amazing it would be to be out here and see that huge crowd, and it's going to happen for him tonight. Didn't think it would happen that early, so I said, seize the moment. That was pretty special.
There he is. Yeah.
Playing your first game is never easy, and when you come in and playing against one of the better sides in the competition, it's even tougher, especially on a big occasion. But I don't think there's no easing into your first game as a Collingwood player. I thought Yags was probably a little bit overawed, but that experience will stand him in great stead going forward to understand a massive intensity that he faced, and in front of that big crowd. And Seeds coming onto the field after being a sub and playing the last 40 minutes, I thought at times he showed that he was running away from guys quite consistently, and he probably could have been used a few more times. I thought Jackson played his role very well.
The 18-year-old in his first match. It's a good kick.
I think he contributed fairly well to our forward structure, which is exactly what he was asked to do. The VFL exists to prepare our players to play senior football, and that's one of the advantages of having our own VFL side. So in the end, you're there to encourage, develop. Those guys get to play and put their hands up for possible roles in the seniors.
Ground level players, you need to win the ball at ground level and then feed it out to the runners.
The game structure that Tarkyn's rolling out is similar to ours, but as coach he has the reins on the day, but we're in pretty close contact before, during and after the game, and he's been fantastic in that role.
In a nutshell, boys, we've got to want the ball more than them, okay? At the moment, they're probably a little bit hungrier, aren't they? We've had a really good pre-season, really excited with the new players we've brought into the club on the VFL list. Yeah, with Sharad, given the circumstances why he's playing VFL over the last couple of weeks. The expectation for him is to really show some terrific leadership. Certainly he's out here to perform well and continually put his hand up for when he's available for senior selection again. But it's also about winning back respect from the playing group and from the footy club. Yeah, look, it's Taz's first game, so for him, obviously we're going to monitor his game time a little bit, but we expect Taz to play the same way he does at senior level. He'll be hard on his opponent. We expect some really good leadership, some terrific voice from him, just to show the young kids how to play the game.
Yeah, I feel better for the run. It's it's a hot day, but I feel like I got through okay. Got 4 quarters out, which was pleasing. At least I'm on the right track now. We're lucky that we have our own VFL side of things, so it sort of runs in from the VFL side into the senior side. So I think we're quite lucky in that aspect, where we know the guys around us and the game plans are very similar. I think it's a good preparation, as you can see from the Hawthorn game. It was a frenetic game, and I don't think too many guys who've missed a fair bit could sort of pop back into and play that type of footy straight up. So you just have to do what you have to do to get back in the side.
Luke Ball, one of the stars of the Collingwood Football Club. Thanks for having us today out at Pakenham. We're going to split you up and make sure we get plenty of kicks and handballs and practice our skills. You're going to go head first at it, or...?
No, head dive.
Good one. Big smile on his face. Good stuff.
Got to get you working class that much for going.
The girls are better than you at the moment.
Yeah, good job. And the 4 of us are going to try and whack the ball out of your hand, so you've got to grip it on the ball nice and tight. Sometimes we get the coaches to go through and really give it to them. If they've given us a spray on the weekend, it's our chance to get them back. 3, 2, 1.
Still beat the little kids.
I love Luke Ball. It's gorgeous. I don't even have any kids here.
It's great to go to the country places too, because when you get out there amongst them, you can see how excited they are. Distinctly remember Alan Jakovich actually coming to the St Rochs in Glen Iris and having a photo with him. Getting a bit old and grumpy, Darren Jolly, so we'd like him to show a bit more of that aggression on game day, but it seems that he prefers to take it out on 8 and 9-year-old kids.
Bit of fun, bit of fun. Thanks.
Back to the club again to get changed, and then I'm into the Players Association annual general meeting. Bit of effort's gone into that, isn't it? My name is Cooper. I live in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Amazing. Apparently you have the biggest calves on the team. Picture here, if you could please autograph it and send it back. Of course, Daisy, you have a bit of fan mail, you'd reckon. Right guys, so we've been out at Pakenham today with our country clinics. Now it's time for me to put on another one of my hats, and that's as a board member of the AFL Players Association. And we're here tonight for our annual general meeting, as well as our season launch. So we've just had our AGM. It was over pretty short and sharp, but had some pretty big news. I've been elected as president of the Players Association. So I think I've got to go now and face the media and answer a few questions, but yeah, very exciting for me.
Tonight was our annual general meeting, and Luke Ball, who was appointed tonight as our new president.
Huge thrill, a huge honour to be elected as president and to represent, you know, some 800 AFL players across the competition.
We're going for the ball in 2012. That's Luke Ball. So thanks very much. Enjoy the rest of the night. Thank you.
CTV's internet sensation is back for 2012, with the players again hijacking the camera for the Black and White show. Let's see what they got up to this week.
G'day everyone, Dane Swan here for the first edition of the Collingwood Black and White show for this year. Here we are down at lovely Victoria Park, the home of the Collingwood Footy Club. We're clearly here for Tomo's Team 13. It happens to be the school holidays. What we're going to do today, we're going to go around and see a couple of the boys and see what they were like when they were kids. Let's get out there. When you were a kid, what was your favourite holiday destination?
Well, I grew up on the Murray River, so probably anywhere on the Murray.
The family went to Bonnie Doon.
I would have to say I love the Gold Coast. Sea Spray is a little beach about half an hour away from South. I used to get down there over New Year's, Christmas, caused a bit of trouble.
We used to go to McLaughlin's Beach.
What?
That was
How's he got a beach?
I don't know, he must have had a bit of cash.
What was your favourite subject at school?
I'd say English, lunchtime.
English. Yeah, because you get to make up stories and you used to write stuff and just make it all up. Wasn't really a big fan of school.
I wasn't the brightest student.
Wag. You liked the wives and girlfriends, did you? As a kid, who was your favourite player?
Warwick Kappa.
Michael Long.
Probably look after Todd Carney.
Gary Ablett Senior was my favourite player. I was a Geelong supporter.
Who was your first crush?
First crush? No, I used to like Cindy Crawford.
I crushed a couple of kids at school. That's what you're asking.
I really like Scary Spice. Yeah.
Alex would have been your first girlfriend.
Yeah, let's just say Alex. Charlotte and Annie.
The first girl I ever kissed, her name was Sarah Buckley.
Another shout out, Sarah Buckley. Look what you missed it out on.
We held hands.
If you're interested, I'm not sure if you're single or you're looking, Harry O'Brien. Yeah, Harry O'Brizzle, as he calls himself.
Pamela Anderson. I think we
Barbed wire.
Yeah, look out.
Did you ever get grounded by your parents?
Yeah, all the time.
No, I was always a really good kid.
Detentions, not doing homework.
Parents, teachers, friends' parents. Not too many missed me when I was a kid.
All right, everyone, thanks for joining us. Hope you learned a little bit about some of the boys' younger lives, and the kids have been great, so now I'm going to get back to it. Thank you.
G'day guys, I'm here at Triple M to film the membership drive, so come and have a look at it. G'day, Scott Pendlebury here from the Collingwood Football Club. I'm so pumped about the start of the season and our prospect that I've signed for the Mighty Pies. Does that sound right? Can I just put that into my own words? Sounds weird. That's me, that top part where it says SP. I'm so pumped about the start of the season and our prospects that I've signed up to the Mighty Pies for another 4 years. It's actually technically 5 years. G'day, Scott Pendlebury here from the Collingwood Football Club. I'm so pumped about the year ahead that I've signed up to the Mighty Pies for another 4 years. So now I'm asking you to sign up as a member this year. Sign up now for our first home game against our traditional rivals, Richmond. It's going to be us against them, so we want to know, are you with us?
Buy your Collingwood membership today and stand side by side when we take on Richmond this Saturday. Visit our website or call 1300 Magpie now.
G'day guys, I'm Chris Dawes. Welcome to my mansion. As you can see at the front here, we've gone for the under construction theme. We've got the tipped over wheelbarrow as a bit of a feature, and the plasma TV boxes there, just to encourage burglars. Let's have a look inside. So this here's my propeller hat. I bought this one because I've got a pretty poor vertical leap, and thought it might give me a bit of extra elevation, and it looks pretty cool too. So you might notice it's a pretty new place and there's not actually any memorabilia here. I don't have my premiership medallions or anything. They're all back at Mum and Dad's house. I think I might have last year's grand final jumper somewhere. I think I might have it. That's the one from 2011. Still with mud on the back of it, and probably a few tears on the front of it. And I don't think I'll be getting that one framed. So this is the bed and this is my side of the bed. On my table here I've got the Valentine's Day card that Paige gave me, and she picked it out because she thinks that it looks a bit like me, so I think she might be telling me to have a shave. And here we've got the wardrobe hog herself. Beautiful Pages. So, when it's my turn to cook, I've got quite an impressive selection of takeaway menus here. Pizza's a personal favourite of mine, and occasionally get burgers if I'm feeling like being a bit different. We've got the couch where I spend most of the rest of my time, with the nice Paige and Chris cushions on there. I keep finding these out in the garbage because they take up a lot of my time, but these are my pride and joy, the golf clubs. And I'm just starting to learn how to hit them okay. Out the back, which used to be just a concrete slab with a Hills hoist in the middle. We've done a bit of work to it. I even got myself a barrel. Not sure what one does with a barrel, but it's fun to lean against. You can set a drink on it. If you're strong enough, you can lift it, which I'm not. This here is the table where in summer we eat a lot of our meals out here. Also in summer it's my time to shine, and this is where I do my best cooking, out on the barbie. She's a little dirty. I even got my esky here, and if that gets full, got the mini fridge down here, no doubt full of Red Bull. And this here is the chilli plant. When Paige wants to give me a fright, she sneaks a bit of that into her cooking. Thanks for visiting, guys. Paige and I have enjoyed showing you our nest, but time for you to go. I've got some sitting on the couch to do. See ya.
Well, there's a bit of an insight into the home life of Chris Dawes, and the man who plays his 50th game joins us now in the studio. Mate, I have to ask you first, what's with the cushions on the couch?
Yeah, they were a housewarming gift from Paige's friend, and they're pretty comfy to sleep on in the afternoons.
And the menus, that's quite a good system you've got there too.
Yeah, well, I think the thing with our house is you've got to be neat, because if you're at all messy, there's no room for anything, so you've got to keep everything as compact as you can.
Now the hat as well, with the little propeller on it. You know, you don't seem to have too much of a problem with your vertical leap.
No, I usually do, mate, but yeah, this footage here was very much an exception to that. And it's the only hanger I'm ever going to take, so I'm happy to watch that footage over and over.
Last weekend's game, obviously not the result we wanted, but a lot of positives to take out of the game. 3 debutants who all went pretty well. Yeah, disappointing that Hawthorn kicked such a big score against us, but I suppose one positive was that we were able to score fairly freely ourselves, but, you know, that's not the style of game we want to play, and the fact we weren't able to slow the game down and control the ball a bit more was disappointing for the coaching staff. But, as you say, the debutants we had were pretty impressive. We looked great with the third tall, Jackson Payne, who came into the side as well. How's his development going? He's been good. I think what's so impressive about Jackson is, for a young fella who's still learning the game, he's actually coming in, not being overawed by things, and as you can see, he's a good size, he's strong through the legs, and he's actually contributing in matches and fitting in well with Travis and I up forward, so, you know, he's done all we've asked of him so far. It was a pretty fast-paced game. Everyone must have been really keen to get out there for round one. Yeah, the footy was, especially early, was really hot. It was almost finals-like tempo. And that didn't even drop off that much during the game, which it often does in round one. So I think, yeah, it was pretty well documented. Hawthorn were still hurting a lot from being beaten by us in the prelim last year. And we had a lot to play for too, but the fact that they did win was disappointing. Looking forward, it's your 50th game this weekend. It's taken a while to get there, hasn't it? Yeah, it's taken me 6 years to get here. And it's been pretty frustrating how slow my development's been, but at least even though it's a small milestone, at least I'm there and it's a box I can tick off, and hopefully there's a few more games to come. We have to talk about the miss on the weekend. The coach didn't look too happy with you after the missed goal. What happened here? Understandably, he wasn't happy. It was just probably a lapse of concentration more than anything. I was pretty confident and expecting it to go through, and when I'd come off my boot and I looked up and saw it slide right, I was shattered. Training this Friday, you'll be collecting money for the Good Friday appeal at Gosh's Paddock. That's right, yeah, Good Friday. So if you're you weren't looking for things to do, come down to Gosh's paddock about 10:30 Friday morning and bring your gold coins and donate to a good cause. Well, Pies fans, make sure you get down to the game on Saturday against the Tigers. Chris, good luck and thanks for joining us. Glenn, thanks for having me. Looking forward to it.